Yep, 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 yep. What's up, y'all? Tell like it is TV, man. Let's talk about it, y'all. So first of all, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you want to donate, the links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button that's right, y'all. The like button is free. All right, man. So let's get into it, man. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm going to go with the title of this video is that America is the real motherland. You know what I'm saying? Just a little proof. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing a quick little video, real quick. Just showing y'all proof, man. And when I talk about us being ancient Americans and how, what I'm saying, like this is pretty much our shit, and just salute to other people too, also who have done these kind of videos, exposing how the Holy Land is really. I think they were saying like Utah or some shit like that, and making some of the comparisons as far as the people of the Bible. One of the things that I've always talked about is the lost tribes. You know what I mean? The tribes, like when they talk about, for those of us that know anything about the Bible and who have went to do some church Sunday school and shit like that. When they teach us about the Bibles and stuff like that, they speak about these tribes. There's no other tribe that I can think about as far as people like if you want to call because they love to come over here and say that, especially a lot of like a lot of people in general that come to America, the first thing they want to tell us is that we don't have any culture. You know what I mean? So when you think of a people who lost their culture and this, that, and the third, you think about the people in America. You know what I'm saying? More than you would think about people out there in Africa. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking, anybody, period. But everybody has their joint. You know what I mean? Like you got the Haitians, you have the Jamaicans, you have the Puerto Ricans, you have the Dominicans. You know what I mean? You have the Trinidadians, you know what I mean? You have the Nigerians out there in Africa. You got the Ghanaians out there in Africa. You have y'all get my point, right? But when it comes to a particular group of people in America, um, you don't got that. They done changed our identity 8 times over and shit. You know what I'm saying? For those of us who've spoken to our grandparents and had these kind of conversations, especially when you talk about slavery to them after learning about slavery, you get to start asking them questions and you start to get answers that, you know, what I mean? It's a lot different compared to what they're actually teaching you in school. You know what I mean? So, it's a wild thing at the end of the day. But you're young. So let me just say, let me speak for myself. I was young, so I kind of just, okay, well damn, I got like whatever, you know what I mean? It is what it is. This is like history and shit like that, but whatever, you know what I mean? But when you think about these lost tribes, you hear about the Cherokee tribes, the Seminoles, the Blackfoot Indians. You think about all these different tribes. You know what I'm saying? Who are now lost. You know what I mean? Like, out here in Massachusetts, we actually have. This is actually like real Indian land for real. You know what I mean? As far as Massachusetts, the name in general, our flag, our state flag is the Indian. You know what I mean? They're trying to change that right now. And this is what I'm saying. They're constantly trying to change our presence as far as, what we meant to this land. You know what I'm saying? They're constantly doing that. Even though you see that with the Cleveland Indians, they changed that the baseball team name. If you for those of y'all that watch football, y'all remember the Washington Redskins. Okay, they changed that and try to get niggas to, oh, the owners are racist and that describe. No, these niggas is trying to hide history. That's all that shit is about. You know what I mean? But they get niggas to get out here and pretty much condone the fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that they're sweeping your history right under the rug and then telling y'all niggas ain't got no culture. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's goddamn, it's a hell of a finesse. It's a hell of a finesse. So here's more proof. You know what I mean? Salute to this guy right here. Salute to this, this Caucasian, you know what I'm saying, man, right here. At the end of the day, He's letting it be known the underground cities of giants and discovered in the Grand Canyon. Now, I'm not more so going into that, okay? As far as the giants and stuff like that. Whether y'all believe shit like that, cool. I don't have a problem with that. Do I believe shit like that is possible? Absolutely. I believe that shit was absolutely possible. I believe that this world is so big, none of us really know what the fuck is really going on for real, for real. Just being honest, you know what I mean? I'm not somebody who have explored the entire fucking circumference of the fucking world. You know what I'm saying? Been to every little drop in piece and city and every reservation and shit like that. This land is so big, you never know for real. You know what I'm saying? So, it just kind of is what it is. But the point that I want to make out of this, as far as America being the motherland, is the fact that what are we told about Africa, right? We're told about Africa that, the pyramids. We're told because Africa's the motherland because of the pyramids, the statues and shit like that. The mummies and shit like that, the tombs and shit. But in this video, you're gonna find that there were hieroglyphics, whatever the fuck they call them shits. And also, they were tombs and mummies and shit like that too. So, and when they talk about these pyramids, these massive pyramids and shit like that, salute to the brother's name, man. I forgot the dude's name, but he had a hell of a breakdown on this theory. You know what I'm saying? And I'm more lean with that one because that shit made too much goddamn sense. You know what I mean? As far as the Nile River and all of that. You know what I mean? I just feel like these people have lied so much about history. How could we really take these people serious? When somebody's bringing some critical thinking information up, to keep yourself brainwashed into believing what the fuck we have been pretty much indoctrinated into believing, it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll have conversation with people. I'll be like, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? I don't come from Africa. And then it'd be a motherfucker that don't look nothing like me that'll tell me, oh, no, we all come from Africa. Nigga, I don't come from Africa. You know what I'm saying? And I stand 10 toes down with that. But a nigga look at you crazy. You know what I'm saying? So what do you believe? Where you come from here? Yes, I come from here. You know what I'm saying? People came from here. You know what I'm saying? That's why people come here. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody run to Africa. Don't nobody run to the Bahamas and none of that shit. Don't nobody run to motherfucking Europe and shit like that, bro. Don't nobody run to China and Asia and Australia, none of that dumbass shit. They run their ass here. Everybody runs here. So who if as far as a term of the motherland, if that's what you want to call it, right? You know what I'm saying? Then, everybody comes to mama, right? Everybody runs their ass over to mama at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? If shit was really popping like that, like, whatever, then motherfuckers would be trying to get to Africa, okay? But that's never the case. That's never the case. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. But let's get into this video.
An underground city of giants discovered in the Grand Canyon. In the early 1900s, G.E. Kincaid was journeying down the Colorado River in a wooden boat alone looking for mineral. He was some 42 miles up the river from the El Tovar Crystal Canyon. When on the east wall of the canyon, Kincaid spotted stains in the sedimentary formation. They were located approximately 2,000 feet above the riverbed. There were no trails leading up to the location, but after a long hike, he finally made it to his destination. And much to his surprise, he discovered the mouth of a cave that was being hidden by a rock shelf so you couldn't see it from the river. As he approached the entrance, Kincaid noticed steps that led 30 yards down the side of the canyon. He concluded that where these steps ended must have been the water level at the time these caves were last inhabited. As he'd make his way into the entrance, he'd notice hieroglyphs on the walls.
Okay. So a lot of us, they always make it seem like, the hieroglyphs and whatever that shit is, we was doing that shit already out here. You know what I'm saying? We was already doing shit like that already. You know what I'm saying? So, it just kind of is what it is, man. But, I just wanted to let that play. So mind you, the Grand Canyon is in America, okay? But yeah, man, damn, I'm still trying to think of that brother's name who made that video, man. That shit it made all the sense in the world. You know what I'm saying? He was breaking down how Judah and Utah, and just you take the J out of this shit. You know what I mean? Like, because J is pretty much a new letter. You know what I'm saying? Within this whole alphabet kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's really kind of a new thing. So J wouldn't have been used. You know what I mean? So it's just it was just a very interesting video. You know what I'm saying? But let me go ahead and let this keep going.
Markings would pique his curiosity, so he decided to enter the cavern. During this first trip, he went several hundred feet into the main passage until stumbling upon a crypt where he'd discover mummies, one of which he'd stand up, illuminate with his flashlight, and snap a picture. After gathering a number of relics, Kincaid would make his way back down the Colorado River to Yuma. From there, he sent the relics to Washington, explaining his discovery. This is when the Smithsonian would get involved and explorations would be undertaken. The main passageway was around 12 feet wide, but it would narrow to 9 feet towards the end of it. 57 feet from the entrance is where the first side passages, an underground city.
All right, so hold on real quick. All right. And that's another thing. Ain't one of these cities out there towards that way? Ain't that shit called Egypt? Ain't there an Egypt out there? I forgot. I know there's an Egypt out here in America. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not sure if it was closer to Utah or Colorado. I'm not really sure. But I could be wrong on both. But anyway, this is just another video at the end of the day showing y'all, and some people would say that this Grand Canyon shit was, a disaster or something that happened with a massive flood, okay? With a massive flood that destroyed a lot of shit in this particular, what used to be a goddamn city. But let's
the local tribes around the Grand Canyon that have inhabited this region for thousands of years tell stories of a massive ancient city that was taken out by a cataclysmic flood. The people of the city created huge cavern systems where they stored their knowledge and treasures to preserve their histories. A group of miners looking for ore in the early 1900s found one of these caves and reported finding mummies and hieroglyphs and what looked to be Egyptian artifacts made of gold and copper.
Okay, made of gold and copper, okay? Made of gold and copper, okay?
Could this really be possible? Could the Egyptians long ago in our ancient past have really made it all the way to America?
But they'll see, this is somebody indoctrinated. They're gonna tell you, okay, somebody from Africa came over here and put no. It's more probable that motherfuckers was already here doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? And then, whatever shit y'all got going on that went back over there or whatever the case may be, as far as learning, as far as communicating and shit like that. This is just probably how people were talking at the time. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is through communication. You know what I mean?
Innovations in agriculture in the Southwest is said to have begun sometime around 2000 to 1000 BC. Not so coincidentally, during the same time period in Egypt, we have a story of a group fleeing from a regime change, and the historical record shows no trace of this group after they're kicked from power in Egypt. The local tribes around the Grand Canyon that...
All right. So I just wanted to show that, man. I got a couple quick videos I wanna knock out today. Yeah, I got a couple quick videos I want to do today. So yeah, we're gonna get active on that. So I'm trying to keep this one short right here, man. But yeah, man, salute to everybody, man, that's out here, showing off this information and shit. And like I said, it's just a lot of shit that I always believe about America. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all might call it the you know what I'm saying, Atlantis or whatever the fuck y'all want to call it. We do know of this land as being Turtle Island and shit like that. Some people will refer to Earth or the land mass as Turtle Island and shit. So, like I said, man, it is what it is. Everybody has their isms and schisms. But me personally, I think I'm lining more with America is the goddamn homeland. And this is our shit, okay? This is our shit. We have been finessed out of our shit. And we've been ran amok, man. We've been ran some cold game on us. You know what I'm saying? It's been a lot of cold game that has been ran on us. You know what I'm saying? It's been a lot of sellouts who have sold us out as well. Everybody that's Caucasian is not an enemy. You know what I'm saying? We have had some of our own people sell us all the way the fuck out and still doing so to this day because they're not being real about this fucking land. You know what I'm saying? When they want to be real about this land, they want to tell you about the white man and an oppressive the white man system and shit like that, right? Which is true, right? But at the end of the day, they don't want to keep it real on how a lot of niggas sold us out as well and how this is really our shit. You know what I'm saying? They want to tell niggas we come from Africa and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? If you are somebody who was born and raised and people was born and raised in goddamn Africa and migrated their ass here, all right, I guess so. You know what I'm saying? You would be titled the African American. But for those of us who have been grandparents have been listed as Negro, motherfucking, you can look and see Negro on your goddamn birth certificate and see your tribes and shit like that on your goddamn birth certificates and shit like that. Then you already know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? You already know what time it is. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. But I like doing videos like this, man, because it makes us really have to, you know, get on game, man, and really start digging for this information, man, because it's here. It's here. And you got a lot of brothers out here, man, that's really pounding the ground with this information for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? They are literally pounding the fucking ground. So salute to all of them. Salute to the Dane Colloways. I forgot the other dude's name. Um, man, I shouted him out a while ago too when I was talking about this same kind of situation on one of my channels that's deleted now. But fuck, I can't get the dude's name. But yeah. I have to get back. But yeah, it's Kamari, man, I forgot. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, he did a great breakdown on how Utah, I think it was Utah, and just showing the difference in the pyramids. And, it was a hell of a breakdown and it made so much sense. But, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But you look, man, you know what I'm saying? We always been special beings at the end of the day. But we have been downgraded to, wanting to be murderers, killers, thugs, drug dealers, um, you know, rappers, actors. And I'm not saying that, entertainers, you know what I'm saying? But we're much more than that, you know what I'm saying? And, I let everybody has their goals. Everybody, wants to be, chase your dreams. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling anybody that they shouldn't chase their dreams. Chase your motherfucking dreams at the end of the day. But we much more than we have been finessed into, and now you see the disrespect has gotten so bad now to where the point they got us fighting against each other. Up here arguing online over Kiki Palmer and her baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? The women have too many of these women have really lost their goddamn mind out here. You know what I'm saying? They running around this bitch with all kind of colored weaves on and shit like that. Talking about my pussy pink, my booty hole brown and shit. You know what I'm saying? Making this stupid ass goddamn music and shit, twerking all over the place. They can't sit their happy ass down somewhere and be a goddamn lady out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And then you got broads out here that's trying to act like ladies, but they stomp down holes and shit. You know what I mean? So it's just it's madness. You know what I'm saying? It's madness, and we need to get back. We need to get back. We need to get back to getting our shit, together. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. And I believe in it. You know what I'm saying? But I think information is key to know. Like they say, knowledge is power. You know what I mean? One of the greatest cartoons ever created was goddamn what's that shit? Schoolhouse Rock. You know what I'm saying? When they say knowledge is power, I always believe that shit. Even as a kid watching that shit, you know what I'm saying? So knowledge is really power, you know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of subliminals and shit like that they have in these cartoons that's, wicked as fuck. But at the end of the day, we have been blessed to have cartoons where, they gave us some solid shit and really gave us some solid game. And knowledge is power is something that always stuck with me. I think it's Schoolhouse Rock, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, that shit has always stuck with me, just like the quote unquote golden rule: treat people the way you want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So I kind of hold those values very, very, very seriously. You know what I mean? So and always have. But it took a while for me to really grasp that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't somebody who, was, somebody always in the books and shit like that, or into information and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I was running around doing a lot of the dumb shit, turning up in parties. You know what I mean? I would have been one of them niggas that have been, up in parties dancing to that bullshit, talking about my pussy pink, my booty hole brown. But I wouldn't have been per se saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I would have been around them same bras that's probably, turning up to shit like this. You know what I'm saying? Getting into dumb shit, arguing, fighting. You know what I'm saying? Just doing dumb shit on the block, robbing, and getting involved in a lot of stuff that could have led me. Basically, a lot of stuff that would have led me to uh, fucking disappoint the ancestors, you know what I'm saying, of this land, you know what I'm saying, of our land, you know what I'm saying? Because in their eyes right now, if they're watching, you know what I'm saying, they're looking at a lot of us like, God damn, these niggas, man, can't save them, you know what I'm saying? I wish I could get the time stone, come back to Earth and Thanos snap some of these motherfuckers away. Because we up here looking at these niggas with a bunch of shame, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And at one point in time, shit, they were looking at me with a bunch of shame. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. But, we all can correct this. I'm not saying that we going to be living perfect lives and we're going to be perfect people. We're going to fuck up. We're going to have arguments. Shit, we might throw these hands every now, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, like I said, striving for this information is very, 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 very whatchamacallit, because once you really start the whatchamacallit, you'll carry yourself a lot better. You'll let a lot of shit go, to be honest. A lot of shit won't even be worth your time arguing with people, and you'll start figuring out how indoctrinated a lot of people really are, especially a lot of our people. You know what I'm saying? Man, you tell a nigga, man, you don't come from no goddamn Africa, and a nigga really get upset with your ass. You know what I'm saying? A nigga get upset with your bitch ass at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, a nigga will really get mad at you. You know what I mean? So, oh man, this nigga don't know what the fuck he talking about. Nigga, we come from Africa. Nigga, who told you that? Nigga, we learned that in school. Okay, we learned that in school. And who motherfucking gave niggas who created the books for niggas to, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, technically it was it. So obviously this ain't got nothing to do with, but it is what it is. It is what it is, right? But like I said, man, I just want to do this quick video real quick. Let me see how. Yeah, okay, it's kind of quick for me. So it is what it is. Let me land the plane here before I done turn this into a 45-minute video. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let me just make sure I ain't got shit up here. All right. Now, my bad. I got it on the hoops right now. You know what I'm saying? Hoops still look fine. God damn. But anyway, don't get mad at me, man. I just got to tell like it is, man. So shout out to day ones. Shout out to new ones, man. Make sure that niggas hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you want to donate, the links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button is, that's right, niggas. The like button is free. Free 99. Free 99, nigga. The like button free, nigga. Hit that bitch. Anyway, hopefully YouTube don't get in their feelings about this video. We are not harassing anybody, okay, YouTube? We are not speaking hate speech, okay? This is not misinformation, you know what I'm saying? This is true history about this goddamn land, okay? And it just is what it is. Anyway, did I forget any of that? Yeah, harassment. We not harassing. Okay, this ain't no hate speech. This is not misinformation. We are not trying to incite violence. Okay, and everything in this video is alleged. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, tell like it is TV. We out of here, y'all.